Hey, it's Barb, and I hope you're staying warm wherever you are. It's a beautiful but kind of a crisp wintry day in Texas, and Nick and I both have on our winter clothes. But I want to talk to you about something that is a common thing that we all have challenges with. This isn't just limited to how long you've been riding. And that is we get extra tension in different parts of our body that we don't want because it impacts what happens with our horses and the signals that our horse gets. And so I have a simple exercise for you to just check in with your body and release the tension. And that's what this video is all about. So the first thing I want to say is that when we have tension in one part of our body, we just sometimes we just check in with that, and that we think that's the only place. But what happens is that tension in one part of our body equates to tension in other parts. So like, for example, if I get a little mad and my jaw clenches, well, that immediately equates to tension in my shoulders, and probably tension in my elbows come out, my hands get tight, my heels might even come up a little bit. And the opposite is true. If I get softer and release the tension in one place in my body, then that helps other places. So with that thought in mind, I'm going to walk you through this exercise. And you can do this exercise whether you're on the ground. It's a great idea before you ever get on your horse. When you get in the saddle, before you walk off. As you're walking, trotting, loping, and the more often you do it, the more conditioned you'll become to noticing when you do get tight and doing this exercise to release the tension. So here's what you do. It's like a mindfulness exercise. First of all, you just notice your jaw, or your teeth clenched. Is your jaw tight? And you just take a breath and you just release the tension in your jaw. You release the tension in your jaw, Nick. And then that automatically helps you release some tension in your shoulders, but then you check in with your shoulders. And a yoga exercise is to breathe into the places that are tense. So you release the tension in your shoulders by breathing into your shoulders. And then that usually helps relax your arms. But then you consciously check in with your elbows. Make sure your elbows are heavy and that they're not here without you realizing it. Look where my hands were. So that usually when you relax your elbows or get your elbows heavy, then that usually means that you relax that excess tension on the reins. Then next, you go to your abdominal area, your core, and you just become aware of it. And then you become aware of your sit bones. Like right now, I can just feel my two sit bones on either side in the saddle. And then you check in with your legs and just release any tension. It's just as simple as that. Make it very simple. And then check in with your heels and make sure your heels aren't up. Like, look at how tight the rest of my body got when I did that. So you just drop your heels a little bit. And that's it. So the exercise basically is to take the time and become aware. Start with your jaw, relax your shoulder, relax your elbows, your hands. Connect to your core. Check in with your legs, breathe all the way through, and just check in with your heels. Make sure you just have that nice, relaxed feel in the saddle. And it's taken me a little bit to walk through this, but in reality, when you get used to doing this, it all happens in a moment. It just becomes like a wave that goes like from your jaw to your shoulders, all the way down and into your feet, and you just check in. And the more you do it, just like any other practice, the more it becomes a habit. And eventually, you'll just begin to notice that you're tight, and then you'll just kind of go all the way down. So that's what I have for you today. Pretty simple. leave a comment for me. Maybe you have some version of this exercise that you do that's just a little different. Share it with us. We'd love to hear it. So I hope you have a great day and you stay warm wherever you are.